Hello, my friends. It's been a minute, but it's your pal JJ here, and I'm excited to be on video today here at Sports Center, mainly because CFB 26 is right around the corner, and we've also got the revival of the beloved Damn franchise in Madden 26 also coming back this year after a 1 year hiatus with some tweaks. This video is going to be short, detailed, and informative, and it will have instructions at the end that I'm going to need for everybody that's interested in either or being in both. Let's get into it. So first up, CFB, with those with early access, it's going to be out in basically a little over a week. So it's right there. Remember, we're going to start after the first big patch is released by EA. We've been doing this since Madden 19. We know that reboots are a buzzkill, and we're just not going to risk it. So play some online regs, Ultimate Team, practice your own dynasty, whatever you want to do. You'll have usually about 10 to 14 days to do that. So even with the game coming out, expect us to start near closer to end of July. Now, I have to be a man of my word, and this year with team selection, I've noticed from a lot of DMs I've gotten, a lot of people are staying with where they are. And that's because I said that's how it was going to be, and that's how it is for this year. We will have a new plan going into next year. This is how it's going to be calculated. A little extra work on our part as the commish team, but we're ready for it because we want to make it as fair as possible. So, as we all know, we get 12 regular season games in college football. Every time you play your game that season, you're going to basically accumulate a point, meaning that you can get a maximum of 12 points for next year's selection. These points will total up over our 10 season total. So we will be doing 10 seasons. So basically you can get the most points you can get is 120. Making the playoffs, making the bowl game, making the CFP, we're going to keep it out of the total for now. That could be subject to change, and of course we can just go back and fix those totals based on what we know happened, but we're going to leave those out for now. So that way every team is going to be up for grabs in CFB 27. So even my good old Ducks, I think by the time we've done, we finished 25, we finished 26. I know we have our loyalty, but I can see us, some wanting to switch, and this is going to make it fair. You get an early pick, you want to keep your team, you go for it. So that's how we're going to do team selection this year. So play your games. There's no subtraction of points for missing X amount of games. You don't play, or you give out a forced loss, then you're just not getting a point for that week. But there's no minus or subtraction or negative points in any way yet. Couple final touch points regarding CFB. One of them is the coaching carousel and switching jobs. Last year, because it was the first year back and it was just a good time to be back, we just kind of let anything happen. This year, specifically, you're not allowed to retire your coach to switch to any job. You must be offered that job in the coaching carousel, and it must be a head coaching job only. Custom coaches are coming back. It's always been our thing. Kind of cool that real coaches are in the game right now, but not going to do it. So custom coaches day one, and we're going to do it the old fashioned way. So that's it. And then if you get a job that you like in the carousel, you're free to take it. You're just not allowed to retire your coach and start a fresh one. The next thing is advance times. So I loved the flex advance this year. There was obviously some times that it became a little interesting, if you will. So the old school rule with DAM was, because it was a daily advance, it was always 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. So we're kind of going to go that route, but flex advance will of course always be in play. It's just to kind of save those awkward times. So let's say it's Saturday today, and we advance right now. The next advance would be Monday at 9 p.m. CST. Let's say on Monday we're done at 3 p.m. CST. Okay, so we're 6 hours early. One of the commission is home. We're going to advance, but that next advance is still going to be 2 days later at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. So in that case, Wednesday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. I don't think we're going to need to push it that many times. And again, once we get going, we know, especially at the start, they usually get paid fairly quickly. But 9 p.m. Central Standard Time is going to be the consistent advance time. I think we're going to beat it most days, but you never know. This is also in correspondence with DAM, which again is coming up in the next part of this video. A little part of me can't even really believe I'm saying these words, but DAM is back. And that's how most of us met and played that game and that franchise for many years. I'm very happy to see us, increase the years on it. I was always kind of upset that we never got it to 100 seasons. So we're definitely going to do that now. Are we suckers for buying Madden? We're going to find out. With that, I've already recruited some users, and we do have some leftovers in the DAM server. Please give me a little bit to tidy up and change everything with Kev in the DAM server. Here's really the thing: is it's going to be an equal chance for team selection. So I think it's going to be easier to get Madden users than CFB. Now, crossplay is a thing, so we could be full for both going in, but at least with Madden, you're gonna have a 1 in 32 chance of picking, early. So we're going to do a 32-person live wheel spin, and we're gonna get the draft order going that way. And best of luck to you, really. We're keeping the name DAM, but don't be fooled. We're not doing daily advances. That is in the past, and part of me misses those days, but also part of me really likes this break we're kind of on right now, which is why, again, we're going to do 10 seasons of DAM. Madden comes out August 14th, so we'll be into CFB by then, and again, we're going to wait for the first big patch to come out for Madden to start DAM for the same reason we're doing it in CFB. We've just done it too many times. There's two cool things happening in DAM now. One of them is big frustration of mine, and I know of others, was the inability to import draft classes to Madden, because that was the whole connection for really, and I thought the only hope of getting DAM back. We've had a volunteer in the name of Mr. Jose, who will be basically building our draft classes every year. And the goal is to produce, 9 to 10 draft classes from Funhouse and have them ready to go in DAM. How is that going to happen? Well, we are only going to ask Jose to build our draft class, not the entire draft class, just our players. So at the end of the season, you're going to take a screenshot of your players leaving. You're going to send them to Jose, and that's that. It's a big task, but it's one he's willingly volunteered to do, and that's a huge W for us. So custom draft classes coming in with our players. The rest of it will be left to randomization with the EA created ones, just to leave it some parity, and so Jose doesn't know who everybody is. He and I are working on basically, and it's not going to be hard set, but a chart based, and it's going to be based on your CFB stats, those players' stats going into Madden. What does that kind of equate to? It's not going to be a lock every single time, and devs, I'm not sure how he's going to be able to set those, or if he is able to set those. Either way, Jose, you're the man, and we appreciate it. Just like CFB and Funhouse being set at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, and it's a 48-hour advances, that is DAM now. Again, keeping the name alive because it rings, it rolls off the tongue, and it's historic for us. But yeah, every 48-hour advances for Madden with the same flex advance possibilities in here as well. So with that, that is my spiel about DAM, and yeah, I gotta say I'm still a little surprised we're doing it, because I thought we were having a great time with it, but even I was sold. Like, let's see contract year. Let's see what EA Sports got for us, boys. All right, so my final instructions for you guys today are, if you're in for Funhouse and you currently have a team or you've had a team for all of 25, please let me know if you're going to join us in 26. And if so, are you wanting to switch or stay with the school that you currently have? If you're new to Funhouse or don't have a team, please say if you're in, and if you have a couple teams, team choices that I can hopefully get to you. And then for Madden, if you're in for Dam, please DM me and say, yes, I'm in, because that one, I think it'll be a little easier to recruit, but I still want to make sure that we've got users lined up for both. So please get on that as quickly as possible. Once I know who's switching, who's staying, I will make those in the Discord. But for now, thanks for watching. Can't wait to see you guys in Funhouse in 25. 2,500 new plays, new DB depths, new QB jukes in the backfield. I'm ready. I'm ready. So thanks guys for watching. I will see you in the next one.